Hi everyone, and wow, it's been quite a long time, hasn't it, since I've actually done a video. It's a tiny pickups video. I've only got a few items to show, but it's also basically, if you like, a channel update, and you've got a little bit of something to tell you. For me, it's better for me in the long run. Some of you may wince at what I'm going to tell you later on, but we'll get to that when we come to it. It's afternoon, so I've got a bottle of Coors. It's absolutely glorious outside. Now, I am trying my new microphone. When we went to Chester, me, Lorraine and Joe, we went to Chester the other day and picked this up from from Chester CEX. It's a Snowball mic, and I've heard quite a few good things about the Snowball mics. That, they're a lot clearer. So I'm hoping that's the case with this. Even though what I'm having to do is record off my camcorder the video. That will still be recording audio, and then I'm recording. I've got the microphone connected to the laptop, and I'm recording that through the editing software. Then what I'll do is I'll just put them together in when I'm editing it. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully it's a lot clearer and crisper. But like I said, they're supposed to be good. I've heard a lot of good things about them, so fingers crossed it comes across okay. I've got one Commodore 64 title, and that is for my alternative software collection. This is Foremost World Sports. The lighting's a little bit rubbish at the moment. Let's see if I can let some light in by opening these blinds. Bit too much. There, simmer down. Get that there. Shame. I should have rigged my little ring light up, but never mind. Foremost World Sports. 4 games in one. We've got baseball, we've got judo, uchimata, basketball, and gridiron 2. I think all of those are sold separately on the alternative range. While we're in CEX in Chester, I had a CEX voucher left. It were about £8 odd, and I thought I'll just put a little bit more towards it to get 2 PS5 games. My PS5 game collection is coming along slowly but surely. First one, I think this was £8 or £10. This is Back for Blood. It's a zombie game, but it's an online only. So there's no campaign mode. You just go online, join up with other people. I think there's 4 in a team, and fight zombies. So I have seen it being played on the Xbox. A while ago, I was decorating. A lad who I work with, I was decorating his one of his spare bedrooms, and he put that on. He had a little go of that while I was there, and that's what made me think of it. And when I saw it, were only about £10. I thought, yeah, go on, then I'll have that. And then I got this as well. It's a Planet Coaster. A lot of PS5 titles are just PS4 games re-released, probably enhanced slightly maybe, or they're just cashing in. But yeah, this is Planet Coaster console edition. I used to love Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 and 3. The leap from 2 to 3 were phenomenal. But yeah, I used to love making little theme parks and what have you. I used to be right into roller coasters anyway. But yeah, this is Planet Coaster. I think this were originally released on PC, and it was an online thing. But yeah, that's Planet Coaster PS5, and then another Commodore 64 game. This cost a bit. It's cost nearly £50. The reason being that I am mainly now just buying Commodore 64, and there's loads of little subsets. Obviously, there's all little publishers, but there's subsets within subsets. So take for example these Hi-Tech. Crap lighting, I'm afraid. Hi-Tech, where they did a budget range. There's not many in that set, but obviously you've got Hi-Tech, and then you've got Hi-Tech Premiere, which is this. I know Players, they've got Premiere, so like I said, it's like a subset within a subset. But yeah, Premiere, I think there's 5 titles. This is Potsworth and Co. Apparently it was a cartoon, I didn't actually know that. Nath and Dainster mentioned something about seeing the cartoon. I've never heard of it. Potsworth and Co. Shows us the different games on the back. You've got the ST, Commodore, just Commodore and ST. So don't know if it was released on other systems like Spectrum, Amstrad or Amiga even. But yeah, it's quite like a big box. These Hi-Tech Premiere sets come in these biggish boxes. We've got the cassette, obviously, and then we've got the box. Inside of the box is a little bit concave, like it's sunk in a little bit, and looks like a little bit of water damage maybe. But it comes with this poster, this massive poster of Potsworth. See if we can get it in shot. And on the back, it's just a little bit more, just different languages. But it's nice, and you know, to get it complete with the manual, the poster is really good. Other thing that it came with is this receipt, and this was bought. The game was bought on the 7th of the 3rd, 1992, for $6.99. So the Premiere obviously was a step up from like the $1.99, $2.99 budget range. But yeah, from Menzies, John Menzies. We never actually had a Menzies around our way, I don't think. We had WH Smiths, Dixons, Boots, but not a Menzies. Anyway, it's just nice to have that though, like as Retro Bear calls them, a Brucey bonus. Little receipt from when it was originally bought, and like I say, that's nice. I think there's about, I'm sure there's about only 4 to 5 games in this subset. I know one of the other games is Jetsons, but I couldn't honestly tell you offhand what the others are. But yeah, that is basically it for the pickups. Like I say, I've only got a few items. The main reason that I'm doing this video, I'll have a little swig of beer. I pretty much got my lock-up as I wanted it, and then I was sat there thinking, and well, not sat at my lock-up thinking, I was just sat anyway, just thinking about things. And like I said, my focus has shifted more towards Commodore 64. I'm loving the Commodore 64. And why am I loving Commodore 64? Because it's a computer I grew up with, along with the Spectrum. But I'm not going to collect as many Spectrum stuff. Basically, I've set myself a little target of just buying what means a lot to me for the Spectrum. But the Commodore, you know, I'm looking to complete little subsets. Alternative. Alternative's got about 5 different names. Summit, Winners, Alternative. We've got Alternative $1.99 range, Alternative $2.99 range. All things like that. I've already got the Firebird set, the Silverbird set. I've already got the Bullfrog full set. And like I said, I'm just right into it. And that means something has to give. And as you all well know, I've got a big PS2 collection, which is taking up a lot of room. And I made the decision that I need that room. you can see where this is going. Now, it's not a decision I've taken lightly. A couple of people already know, and they've asked, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. The reason being that the PS2, don't get me wrong, I love the PS2. And I'm going to keep a lot of games, driving games, first-person shooters, and I'm going to go through all my collection and decide, what's staying. But the PS2 has to go. It's sad, but basically what I'm saying is a PS2. Why did I collect PS2 in the first place? Basically, naively, I thought it was a cheap collection, which it was to start with. 50p games, £1 games from CEX, from anywhere. Slowly, well, as you can imagine, 1,300 games in, I've kind of got all the cheap games, and prices of games that I need are creeping up. I'm not even halfway there. I'm just over halfway. That's still a lot of games to get. That's a lot of money to invest in. And I can't do it. I honestly can't do it. I grew up with the Commodore 64, and I don't know why, but I should never really, in hindsight, have took on PS2 to that scale. Should never have said I'm collecting a full set. Should have done what David Retro Games Played Badly has done in just getting what he wants. Should have done what Eddie did and get the big hitters first. But either way, I need the space for the Commodore stuff, because I have got quite a lot of Commodore stuff, and I will be getting a lot more. So that's what's happening. The PS2 collection is going. Now, obviously, there's a lot of games in there that some of you guys might want. Let me know. I mean, it's hard to... I can't just put a list on, on one of the WhatsApp groups and say, right, if you want a specific game, let me know. And if I've got it, you can have it. As for the rest of the stuff, if it's a big hitter, if it's going to be worth, I don't know, upwards of say £30, then what I'll do is I'll probably eBay them. I'll check the CEX first, see what I can get for it in trade, in voucher. But like under that price or even a lot lower, then I'll just CEX them. And what I'll do is I'll trade it in for voucher. And then what I'll do is I'll save all my vouchers up for road trip in September, and then I'll be able to buy PS5 games. Because I am collecting PS5. I have done since I got my PS5. Obviously, game shops, it's hard to come by Commodore stuff. But if we do come across a shop that sells them on the road trip, then I'm going to have money to do that. But yeah, I can get CX vouchers and put that towards PS5 collection. Any ones, sports games that were just not worth anything. There's a lot of games I've already run through CAX, and they're coming up at 1p. I'm not gonna do that, even though I know I'm not gonna be able to sell them singly on eBay. So what I'll do is I'll just bundle them in bundles of 10 or whatever, and try and sell them on that way. But either way, whichever way they go, they're going. So like I said, if there's any games you can think of that I may possibly have in my collection, you're welcome to it. Enjoy. Which I'd like to say I've enjoyed collecting for the PS2, which I have. Don't get me wrong, but I've never played any of the damn games. I am. They're just sat on the shelf. A lot of the games mean absolutely nothing to me, and it's a shame for them to be sat there doing nothing. I'd rather them go to other PS2 collectors or just gamers who actually want the games to enjoy, and that is it. So I know everybody's going to have their own opinions, but it is what it is, and I am more of an 8-bit person, really. A flying way. I am more of an 8-bit person, and I do get more enjoyment buying the Commodore games than I do PS2 at the moment. Anyway, I mean, don't get me wrong. When I first started, I was loving it. But I've kind of lost interest a little bit with the PS2 collecting. And what I want to do is, like I say, keep certain games. Keep certain games and actually enjoy them and play them. I've got a steering wheel and pedals. I think I've got 3 different types. I want to set that up and have a go at some of these racing games. It's time I started playing more games. I always say that, but I really do mean it this time. Once I've kind of got the PS2 out of the way, which is a mammoth task, 1,500 games to shift, then you know I can do that. I can enjoy. I mentioned it on the recent podcast. I bought a Pokébox. It's got 50,000 games preloaded, arcade, you know, from Vectrex to NES, SNES, you know, all your Nintendo stuff, all your Sega stuff, Amstrad, Commodore, Spectrum. It's got everything. So I am going to take more time and play those games as well. And I might even do some gameplay videos as opposed to, you know, pickups, which, well, I know this one's a small one, but the Commodore stuff is certainly going to pick up. But yeah, that is a way to go. That's the way it's going. Retro Games Revive Towers, but hopefully, you know, you'll wish me luck. I know some of you may be like, you know, for God's sake, what are you playing at? You've just spent all that money on your PS2 collection, and will I get that back? Probably not, but it is what it is. But anyway, whatever your thoughts are, let me know. You know, I don't mind criticism. If you wanna vent your frustration and your anger out on me, fine, do it in comments. I'll just laugh. That's what I do. Anyway, thank you for watching, and like I say, I hope the acoustics are a little bit better. We'll soon find out when I put it together in editing. But yeah, until my next video, whatever it may be, thank you for watching, and see you all later.